Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for SPIEGELMOM Scraps, and so I am going to go through here and show you what I'm going to use for this page, and then show you the base coming together, and then we'll come back and build the embellishment clusters and finish the page. So the sequins that I'm using today are the Sweet Summer. These are part of the October pre-orders. And so you can grab this in the shop by itself, I believe, or in the pre-orders, which at the time of me filming this are still available in the shop. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the colors in this. And so I'm going to be pulling out some of those to decorate my page and give it that perfect finishing touch. So be sure to check out the shop. I will have a link down below, as well as a coupon code for 15% off, which doesn't work for the pre-orders, but does for everything else. So you can check that out and order yourself some fun sequins. So that's what I'm going to use. Here is the papers. So I have, these are all digital. So these are all papers that I have printed at home, I guess I should say. And they are all from Tracy Reed. And I wish I could remember each of the collections. I actually have several of her collections here. All of these pattern papers are from one particular collection, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name. But these are all from one of the collections, and then here in this pile I have ephemera pieces from several of her collections. These are from the Wildflower. These are from, oh gosh, I cannot remember the name, but it's the one that has lots of honeybees in it, and I cannot remember it for the life of me what that collection was called. I also have, these are not from Tracy Reed, but I have some of the cameras and then a few alpha stickers. But most of these embellishments came from those other two collections, so the Wildflower and then the one with the bees that I cannot remember. I apologize. I will try to remember to link in the description box below, or write in the description box, the ones that each of the collections are. But I kind of, off the top of my head, I am forgetting as I'm making this layout. So those are what I'm going to use to build my embellishment clusters. I have a couple of just print and cut labels that I'm going to use as bases for my embellishment clusters. And it is October, so it is 30 days of sketches, and so I am playing along with the sketch for today. So I will have that linked as well in the description box below, so you can see everybody who's playing along today and their takes on the sketch. So lots happening. I have a photo here. This is from the entrance of Animal Kingdom, and I'm going to mat it with this sort of notebook type of print. And then I'm also going to mat it with this green. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this part off camera, but I will have these two matted. And then I have a piece of blue cardstock and then a piece of white. So those are going to be my base layers. And then what I've done is I just had scraps left of these papers anyway. This one was this size. I had some of this heart paper and then this yellow, and so I just went ahead and grabbed those. Those are going to go here in the center of the page. I will, when this video goes up, I'll try to put the sketch up in the corner, and I don't have in front of me who created this particular sketch. Let me see if I can, when I come back and we're doing the embellishing, I will try to mention who the sketch itself is from, but you'll definitely be able to see that I'm using, or I took inspiration from that sketch. So like I said, this is sort of where the base papers are going to go, and then I have these triangle pieces that I went ahead and cut. No real rhyme or reason to the size, or they're not even, I don't even think exactly the same on both sides. I think one side's actually longer than the other, but I just want it to have, like the sketch shows, the two triangle pieces in the corners. So they are going to go something like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to push these to the edge like this or whether I'll have them in the center. I haven't quite decided. how that's going to play out, so you'll see when we come back how that looks. And then once I have these things down, pull that down just a little bit. Those are going to kind of layer up just like this. And then, like I said, my photo is going to be matted, and then my photo is going to go somewhere along the line of about right there. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to have an embellishment cluster here and an embellishment cluster here. So it'll probably be a diagonal embellishing line. And then my title, I think, is going to go something like part of it up here and part of it down here. I might use the stripes as where to place my title. But we will see once I get this glued down and I come back and start building my embellishment clusters, we will see how that all gets laid out. So we're going to start here, and then I'll be back and we'll put the embellishing on. Okay, so I have put the background, everything on the background. It is complete, so let's go ahead and build out the embellishment clusters. So like I said, I have these labels, and I'm going to create my embellishment clusters. So that is what I'm going to do down here. So like I said, I'm going to have that diagonal flow of embellishments, something along this line. And so now it's just a matter of layering things up, figuring out how I want to place everything, kind of taking the elements that I know are going in both and kind of placing those. I have the bigger florals. So I will show you how I'm thinking I'm going to lay these things out. I will be gluing these down off camera, so you know as well as I do that nothing ever seems to go back in the same way. Everything tends to get moved in some way, shape, or form, but I'm going to have some full embellishment clusters is my goal for both of these elements. So I'm just playing with all the different florals, trying to get a good mix. Actually put that one down here, that one down here, bring that up there, I think. So I have, like I said, I'm using a couple of different collections. So I have a couple of different types of flora. I have the daisies, and then I have these other sort of, I guess these could be daisies as well, but a different sort of type of daisy. I'm not exactly sure the names of florals. I don't really know any of the names if they have particular names. But I am just sort of layering everything up. I like these little snails, so I am going to kind of put those into my clusters since they are kind of cute. And I think I might put that one up there actually. So some of that. We'll see. I might stick some of those in, and then I have these hearts, which I'm also going to dot in amongst the clusters. So something like this, maybe. And then something up here. And something like that. Again, not 100% sure exactly where everything is going to go, but I just wanted to give you a good idea of, so that I'm going to have some very full embellishment clusters. I certainly have plenty to choose from, so I'm going to try to get all of these pieces on here. And then these little butterflies, I thought that this might be how I am going to embellish with my sequins, because I'm thinking about just using these sequins. I'm going to dot a few in here, especially these ones that are the little florals, but I'm thinking about making trails with so probably the blue ones coming from each of the butterflies. I will do some little butterfly trails, which I thought might be kind of fun. So I think what I'm going to do is glue everything down. I did pull out these buttons because everything is paper, and I did lift my photo up, but everything is all paper. So I'm thinking I might actually dot, and it might just be these black and white ones unless I use one of the darker blue. I'm thinking about just dotting those. You won't even probably be able to tell that they're buttons. I'm just wanting to dot them for the textural element in my embellishment clusters as well. So I think you'll see me have added a couple of these when we come back as well. And then when we come back, I'm going to go ahead and put my title down, and then we'll do the sequins, and that will probably just about finish this layout up. Okay, the embellishment clusters are down, and I am going to go ahead and finish up this page. I did add some buttons in here as well. It gives a little bit of texture, a little bit more dimension, and we're going to finish up with the title and then the adding of the sequins. So like I said, I have a good idea where my title was going to go, so we're going to go ahead and get that down really quick. And as you can see, I've added on the already. Those are with some tile letter stickers. And I'm using these white letter stickers from a hip kit. So it's going to say walk on the, and then down here, I'm going to put wild. Now, I don't know if I have enough room to put side right there or not, so I might just put it in here. So, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. And I will straighten these out off camera, but just wanted you to be able to see where the title was going to go for this one. And I did go ahead and look, and it is Alika Lawrence, I believe, is the one that the sketch, which should be up in that corner. That's who created this exclusive sketch. So, ooh, these are sticking like crazy. So I hope that's where I want that, because I don't think that S is coming up. So hopefully I'll be able to move those slightly, because they're a little, they're not exactly straight, but I'm going to have to hope I can get those up. Okay, that's the only thing about digital printing your own papers. I will say that they're not forgiving. You have to know where you want to glue them, because I'm telling you, they will, most of the time the adhesive doesn't play nice and they won't come up. At least not easily. And so I did say that I was going to dot around a couple of these little flower sequins. So I am going to do that. Like I said, I just want a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to dot couple of those around, and I have way too many sequins in here, so good luck trying to pick them up even with my little pokey tool here. So I'm going to put, like I said, the little floral ones. My plan was to put these little florals in each of the embellishment clusters, mostly because that color I thought really kind of works with that peachy tone that is already in the collection. So I'm going to do that. So hopefully, let go. Hopefully these will stick. Trying to get them stuck down here. And last one. Okay, so that is there. And then, like I said, I'm just going to do one just so you can get the gist of what I'm doing. But you have definitely, I am sure, seen people create the little butterfly trails. And I actually meant to do that a bit more random than that, but that's okay. I will make it work. I'm trying to get the blue ones, or what I'm trying to use, and they're all stuck. The static cling of the blue ones are like making them stick inside the package, and so they are not wanting to come out, and now they're all over my hand. Of course, the ones that I want to use are the ones that are the hardest to get out of the package. So I'm just going to place these down and have them follow sort of a butterfly type of trail. So something along that line, I might fix those ever so slightly. But I'm basically going to do that same thing over here. And then that is pretty much going to finish off this page. I do need to glue down my butterflies. I haven't glued them down yet. But once those are in place, we are going to call this one done. So you'll see the still photos coming up right after this, and you can see the trails will be on, and we will call this one done. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.